Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Detroit Lions 4th round selection, Derrick Barnes, and why I think he is the next great Lions linebacker. Let's get it started. So, Derrick Barnes, I love this guy. I think he's top 3 run stuffing linebacker in this draft with potential to be a good pass rusher and even a solid player in coverage. So let's talk about his run stuffing ability, which I think is almost guaranteed. The reason I think this guy is top 3 in that category is because this guy was the second best player in missed tackle percentage. Like, only one player had a smaller amount of missed tackles and by percentage wise, and Ernest Jones from the Los Angeles Rams. Barnes had 11%, and he just switched to middle linebacker. That's pretty dang impressive. This guy developed really that quickly, and he has that small one. This guy would have gotten 100 tackles if there been full season. I averaged this out. He was averaging 9 tackles in the season. He probably would have had 100 tackles, and he might have even had more. His coverage ability. A lot of people have been criticizing it. I even criticize it. He needs to definitely work on it. He himself admitted that he needs to work on it. But this guy had a 60.6 passer rating when targeting in 2020. That's pretty dang solid. And as I mentioned earlier, he had a total of 9 tackles. He had 6.7 solo tackles per game. This man was nearly averaging 7 solo tackles a game when he was averaging 9. Think about that. That shows you how good this guy can be. He is amazing. Like, the amount of talent this guy has shown when doing that. And he's even shown he can be pass rusher when he was an outside linebacker. He had pass rush moves. He was strong. He would move. He was smart. So if he can maybe translate that ability to be kind of like a pass rusher and run stuffer, that's something the Lions have extremely needed. And if he can even just develop into being a solid coverage linebacker, like I'm just saying, like high 60s in percentage wise, and he keep the touchdowns down and pass rating, great. I love that. I'm not asking for like a top tier coverage linebacker that's like going to be in the high 50s and 0 touchdowns allowed. And if there's a player that I can compare Derrick Barnes' games to, I actually compare in terms of size and play style. I compare Derrick Barnes and Devin White. I think he's a poor man's version of Devin White. Some people are going to criticize me. Derrick Barnes is 6 foot. Devin White is 6 foot, 237. Barnes is 6 foot, 238. Devin White has 32-inch arms. Barnes has 33-inch arms. They have the same hand size. Then the protein, the only differences I like that are amazingly different is their 40 time. So Derrick Barnes is a 4.59 seconds in the 40-yard dash. Now the next thing I want to talk about, the reason why I think that Derrick Barnes will be able to do well is, first off, great coaches. I love Dan Campbell. I love Aaron Glenn. I love the linebacker coach that we got named Mark Delone. An amazing player who I think can truly help out. And not coach, sorry. Yeah, coach, not player, coach. When he was the linebackers coach in 2018, he showed a lot of ability. Anthony Hitchens, when he was with Dallas, was really mostly nothing burger. The only thing we ever remember him for is the game that shall not be named Lions 2014 playoff game. 2018, when Mark Delone was there, 135 tackles, and Delone's gone. His play just drops every year when Delone's gone. He had the same number of games, and yet he wasn't as good. Roquan Smith just exploded with him. Like, he had his best season last year of him. He improved every year. Danny Trevathan had his best season since 2013 with Mark Delone. He's a good linebackers coach. He's done it time and time again, and he was even a part of that group that's now he's joining us in with the Lions, and I'm very impressed by that. In terms of, and I just like it. Barnes has his size, the arm, the pass rush moves, the mentality is that old school mentality. He's even He's been working hard. Spielman loves the guy. I love that. I absolutely love this. When the team is just excited about their players, then that's good to excite players. Barnes is just an amazing player, and there's a couple game. There's two games I think can buy you into this guy's run stuffing ability, and that's his Northwestern game, and his Minnesota game for me. Absolutely fantastic games that he showed real promise to do amazing. And even his game against Rutgers is pretty solid, where he had like not even 0 assisted tackles, even 9 solo tackles. The guy just does well. Now, the reason I mentioned the Minnesota game over like Rutgers is because that's a far more successful school. But dang, is that impressive by the fact that he was able to do that. He even got a pass defense. Now he even has a pick against Illinois, which he read the quarterback perfectly well. I'm just not going to risk copyright with this. And I just really like Derrick Barnes. And another thing, average 40 time for positions for NFL players. Average speed by position. He's faster than tight ends. 4.70. He is literally nearly 0.2 seconds faster than every tight end. He's like he's just good. He moves well for his size, and really, I've even heard some reports where he ran like I believe it was 4.53 even. The guy, now don't date me on that, but I've heard about it. But officially he's a 4.57. That's really fast for a linebacker. The normal speed for a linebacker is 4.76 and 4.65 for both linebacker positions. So this guy's faster than the average linebacker, just so you know. And in terms of my Devin White comparison, I'm not just talking about size, but if we compare Devin White, let's talk about him. First off, I do not think that Derrick Barnes will ever be that amazing coverage, but I think he can be slightly better than Devin White in coverage. But look at this. Devin White's not that good in coverage. 75 and 83. Let's see the one touchdown allowed his rookie year. Then let's look at Devin White's normal numbers. Now, as I said, I think Derrick Barnes is gonna be like more of a poor man's version of him, because I do not think that we're gonna ever see a 9-sack season from Barnes. But I could totally see Barnes become like a 130 tackle type player and get like 5-6 sacks and a forced fumble or 2. I don't think he'll ever mount the coverage. I think he's going to be old school. That's the one concern I have with our linebacker corps. We only have one good linebacker that can cover in Jamie Collins and maybe Jalen Reese-Maven. We'll see what happens there with Reese-Maven. But that's why I like Barnes, is he's got this ability to play extremely well, and I really appreciate that. And the Lions still really lacked a guy who could be a good run stuffer. Let me show you something with the Lions in 2019. I want to show you how many 100-plus tackles we had. Not 2019, 2020. Oh, there we go. One. Jamie Collins. 101. He barely made the 100 tackle mark. The next closest was 87. Running backs absolutely killed the Lions last season. Think about it. Aaron Jones killed the Lions last season. Let me see if I can go schedule real quick. There we go. Like, Aaron Jones killed them. Alvin Kamara was always going to kill us. I bet you if Christian McCaffrey was in Carolina, he would have destroyed us. Like, I believe just about every running back had a good game against us. I believe. Like, it's hard. It's sad that I have to think, okay, what games didn't we get destroyed by running backs? And so, I just don't see why getting this like good run stuffing guy who can stop running backs from destroying us every game, it's very helpful. But yeah, in other words, I think Derrick Barnes is the new Chris Spielman. Not new Chris Spielman, but is a Chris Spielman type guy, and we got ourselves a linebacker of the future. See you guys later.